Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be doing a replay analysis of Ducalis' Oracle. Ducalis is probably one of the best pos 5s in the world right now, and this is a hero that I really recommend in pubs. The main reason why I think Oracle is a very solid pub hero is because of this hero's very dominant mid-game. Typically, Oracle is one of the highest mid-game impact heroes in the game because, number one, you're telling your team where the rune is, and number two, your abilities are just high impact. Your W in particular, giving 3.5 seconds of 100% magic immunity, and also just allowing you to heal your ally for 450 HP on a 2.5 second cooldown, which, by the way, because it's a 2.5 second cooldown, means you're gonna get two of them off 900 healing. And with Clairvoyant Cure, amplifying that, it's more like 1,000, above 1,000 healing at level 7, right? So this hero's healing output is pretty unbelievable. And especially in this game, you have a lot of things to dispel, right? Your Q is a dispel, especially used on allies typically. For positioning reasons, you dispel Bramble, Cursed Crown, and Warlock abilities. So there's a lot to dispel this game. You also can save from Doom. On top of that, go sign up to the gameleap website, guys. I'm posting new content over there almost every day, and I'll see you there. Now, this pregame was really good in my opinion from the side of Paravision. So they're against a Warlock, and Warlock is a hero that naturally wants to invade the jungle early on, right? He wants to get up the hill and try to take a fight. The reason why is because of Black Grimoire. If you trade evenly, you're absolutely winning that trade. Any trade with Warlock is favorable because of Black Grimoire just giving you that XP advantage. But Paravision heavily outplays them here. This is really, really great, where they kind of read this, right? You can see he says to ping, he pings it on 9 class, wards it, they're here, hits a hook, and even though it's Dark Willow who can disengage this reasonably well, they're able to kite it out, right? He does a good job on 9 class, not overcommitting into a Monkey King, and they take a really methodical fight. Well done. From the left track, the skill up is E. Another hook actually goes for the Monkey King. I'm doing a 9 class replay now, but goes for the Monkey King and they get a triple kill. So obviously that wasn't really from Ducalis, but I did want to cover that. I was just super impressed. I was just super impressed by that. Now, in terms of starting items, it was Blood Grenade, Tangos, 2 branches, Smoke, Sentries, and a stick. This is very standard for the majority of ranged heroes against any good stick lane, which Willow Dawnbreaker definitely is. Now, for pos 5, guys, the main thing you want to do is you want to trade around the tree line, right? You're not expected on Oracle to really win any trades, as it looks like he's going to look to block the large camp late. You almost definitely need to block the large camp this lane, because Dark Willow Dawnbreaker is a very nasty lane. So blocks it late. The main reason you would want to block it late is just because you don't want to put yourself in danger. It's also undewardable, right? If you place it at minute 1, the enemy pos 4 can't really deward it in time for the camp to spawn. So that's always nice. But yeah, that's another thing I like. You see how he goes for the range creep deny there? That's actually really good because you don't want to trade that much on Oracle. You're never really going to favorably trade into Willow, right? You can hit him cheekily, but really the downside of Oracle as a hero is you're very mediocre, or actually, let's be real, underwhelming laning stage. It's quite bad. So at level 2, he'll probably skill up his E. Typically, you don't really harass with it much. The reason why, using EQ to harass someone is 2 stick charges for 190 damage, which, I mean, you can see he does it here, which, it's something. I think the main reason there's a little bit of value with this specific go is it almost gets the range creep as well, which would have been a nice kind of added bonus to the damage. But in general, plays like that, casting your nukes, not the best. It really doesn't do too much unless you happen to be in some super favorable lane. Typically, you want to wait till level 3 because the mana cost on Purifying Flames does not increase and the damage doubles. So that's when you really start to get value without kind of just feeding away stick charges. Because again, guys, something a lot of players don't think about, and I can tell you most players don't think about, is stick charges. Stick charges is something pro players think about constantly when casting spells. Is this actually worth it if I'm feeding away 2 stick charges, right? Because in high MMR, there typically is. So actually in this lane, there isn't. That is shocking. No stick against Luna Oracle? That is surprising. I mean, Dawnbreaker likes having the stats just so you have max damage with your like daytime damage thingy, but I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me. That is kind of crazy to me. Either way, ships out of Clarity. After that, raindrops, ward. Should probably ship out another sentry. In this lane, I would expect him to want to reblock the large camp at some point, as he's going to go for his small camp pull. This is huge. As Oracle, the main objective is to unblock the pole camp. Absolutely is to unblock the pole camp. Over and over and over again. It's a little hard against some heroes because they'll actually bully you if you try to go for it. but it is the main objective. All right, so now he has 2 points in the E. He can definitely look to deal some damage. You can see they're pressuring the Dawnbreaker off the wave here, just kind of being annoying, trying to not let him pull creep aggro, and he'll probably consider nuking him here. Yeah, casual little nuke, couple autos from the Dawnbreaker, and they back off. I'm assuming the Willow, okay, yeah, the Willow went to take the rune, so they're putting some pressure, and this is good from him, right? Because you're not going to really go to the rune, the water rune, as Oracle. There's basically no point. You're not going to do anything 9 times out of 10, and so it's better to kind of just take the bit of space. Oh, that's cool. So he does it at about 3/4 health, nukes, and denies. And you can do it yourself. So pretty cool. Once you have level 2 nuke, you can actually... I've actually heard that you can even sometimes... I mean, you can speed it up with level 1 nuke as well, which is actually practical. But yeah, this is one of the cheesier things about Oracle. It's actually so awesome. I can't believe I haven't done this more. So as long as you deny after you cast your E as much as you can, you'll actually be able to deny it from full, which is awesome. It's really impactful primarily because of the fact that you want to keep the lane back, right? So not only is it good from an XP perspective, it also just kind of gives you lane control over time, right? If you're going for it. Okay, he's going to ward up this hill. I would definitely be really afraid of Monkey King rotations this game, right? Again, you're not going to defend well against it. You could disarm him at level 4, right? The W, Fate's Edict, is a disarm if used on enemies. It does not disarm allies anymore, which was one of the big buffs to the hero quite a bit of time ago now. But okay, he's coming to the power room. They know it's bottom. He's Oracle. If you don't know, Oracle's facet allows him to say where the rune is going to be. So it's prognosticate. He can say where it is. So they clearly know it's bottom. They get a D ward as the enemy does not contest, and they get a haste rune. So this haste rune could transition into something like the wisdom rune, but we'll see, as they're actually looking to camp mid. They do have a Pudge, right? Pudge is one of the best mid kill heroes in the game, just because you get to pull people away from the tower, right? It's also very hard to hide mid, so it's usually pretty easy to find a hook, but okay, they don't find a kill. Picks up his boots, just looking to, again, play mid, especially with something like a Lesh Haste. I think they understand how favorable it is to force a fight around this Haste rune, and so it totally makes sense why he's looking for this. But okay, they're gonna look to, just farm this, really. Also, one thing that's interesting, and you can see here, the E does less damage than it heals. A lot less, because it also gets affected by magic resist, funny enough. And so casually clicking E on people is a pretty significant heal. So if you don't want to use W for whatever reason, maybe mana, or, I mean, yeah, usually just mana, or maybe you just want to hold the ability just in case, then it's a great option. But yeah, right here, he could probably click it. He probably should heal the Luna. I think it's definitely worth it at this HP range, as they're chasing the Dawn a little bit. But yeah, I would definitely heal my Luna. I mean, he could give him a Tango, but really, not healing the Luna? Okay, I mean, he has a Morbid Mask, but still, I don't know. I feel like you should heal him here. Either way, wow, what a good dodge. Man, this is why these guys are so good. Just this is incredible awareness. I don't know exactly how they read this play, as he looks to TB mid here, but it's just a casual kill. I guess because the Warlock shows up, they get scared. So this ward really paying dividends here, showing the Warlock kind of signaling to them that they need to back off, then gets this ward down, which scouts out the Doom, and they're able to back away, which is great, right? Just because the Doom isn't farming, right? It's not like this is great for Doom's game. If he shows up here and doesn't get a kill, yeah, it's going to put some pressure on the Luna. It's going to take farm away from Luna, but Luna can hit some neutrals while Doom kind of can't, and so he has to go back to his lane, and they actually find a kill bottom. Wow. Power Vision just outmaneuvering them in this last minute. And this is why they're a top team. Really, guys, I want you to understand this. This is like, these are the sequences that matter. Okay, so he's going to purge a Shadow Word, which is actually really high value in this matchup. Nothing crazy. The Leshrac picks up a kill. Healing Luna really seems to be hesitant to cast his W beforehand. I think it's a mana thing, I would have to imagine. Otherwise, I don't really understand this. The Pudge goes down. He stacks the back camp. This is only something you would do. Stacking the back camp is only something you would do when you have a Luna or like a TA or a Bristle. Or a Sven. I guess there's a lot of heroes that could take it. But okay, they're going to look for a play bottom. I think it's good that he's bottom here, mainly because Luna is not a self-sufficient hero. So something you have to think about when playing support, guys, is how sufficient is the hero that I'm with, right? So if you're laning with something like Luna, it tends to be a good idea to stay with them if you're like a save hero, because she does a lot of damage with Eclipse, even with only 2 points in beam, but she doesn't exactly sustain herself, or she can't protect herself, while obviously Oracle is incredibly good at protecting her, right? So it makes sense. It's also just XP, but okay, it looks like they're going to the bot rune, as they scout out a stack. Nice sentry here, just to kind of see if there's a ward here or here. These are very common wards like this area. And they know it's bottom. They'll get it. They're going to steal the stack, which is obviously huge. But they find the Dawnbreaker as well. Wow, the Dawn just kind of walking into them. As this actually looks pretty bad for them. He gets his W up on the Oracle, gets some good heals down, but... Oh, the Lesh got trapped in the outside of the ring. They probably could have fought that, actually, with the heals coming in. And he's going to go down here. No W. He's definitely dead. Definitely dead, so... Overcommitting a little bit, but not the end of the world. Now, at this point, you're probably just playing for the 12-minute power rune. I don't think there's too much to do. It does look like he's walking bot, so okay, they actually expect the pressure, but with Pudge dying here, I can't... Oh, nice D-ward. I don't know how he knew that was there, but okay. Maybe he saw the Willow place it. Back on the rune, so he's contested... I think he's almost contested every rune. I don't know if he was on the 8-minute one, I actually can't remember, but... Coming to the bot rune, looks like the Leshrac maybe went a little too ham. Yeah, I mean, this is just a misplay from them, right? If you're Monkey King... I mean, this Monkey King actually... What a fast defusal. I guess this is pretty standard. Minute 12? He's not, I mean, he's farmed, but he's not that farmed. I don't know. That seems kind of nuts to me. But yeah, not on the same page. Because honestly, if he Oracle ultis there, the Leshrac, there's a good chance they'll kill. Probably kill the Monkey King at least. It's just how good this combo is. And it's important to note that, you know, things like Oracle DP, Oracle Leshrac are just incredibly good. Okay, at this point of the game, I don't think there's too much to do. I say that, and they're going to immediately smoke. As they just find a casual hook on Dawnbreaker. What is going on with Bach? What? I feel like he's kind of just stumbled into a bad place a couple of times now. Is this a bait? Not really. Yeah, I don't... I mean, maybe just good positioning from Paravision to kind of just join up their heroes and be ready for it, but yeah, nice hook. And really from this point on, I mean, your main gameplay typically... Oh, I was going to say it's to cover Lesh, but he's actually coming down here to try to get down a deep ward. Let's see where he places it. You typically have to be a little careful about placing, at the highest level, you have to be careful about placing wards around this camp, because people will sentry this camp to unblock it, if you block it. And so you kind of need to place it usually like here, or like here, or here. But no, he doesn't care. I mean, to be fair, if you don't block this camp, it will probably stay up, right? You just can't do both. That would be a mistake, as actually deciding to nuke the lane creeps, showing his hero. Okay. Get a sentry, check the area, check the hill. Gonna get scouted out. Ward's dead. Okay, it's fine. It's not a terrible death. From there, he's gonna run mid. This fight looks pretty cooked. At this point, I think it's pretty hard for them to find a go. I mean, they only have 2 points in vacuum. You know, they lack a bit of team fight. They're very reliant on the enemy team messing up because they don't have any catch outside of hook, which is super unreliable. So for Paravision's draft, you definitely expect them to kind of just chill, and eventually they'll hit a mass timing where they can ball up and go. Right? We'll see when that eventually happens. But okay, at this point, looks like they're setting up to take the top tower as... Oh. Is Leshrac doomed here? Actually, didn't see. Looks like he gets doomed. Yeah, he's gonna get doomed. And Oracle, you know, pretty good in these situations, immediately clicking his W, which negates a lot of magic damage, Radiance, potentially Scorched Earth, right? Really negating a lot, not panicking on his ulti, because generally you don't want to stack the two. You really want to hold the Oracle ulti as long as possible against Doom, because it's actually not that good. I think a lot of people think this matchup's like incredible. It's okay, but honestly, if you instantly Oracle ult a Doom target, it doesn't save them. You actually have to wait to get the value, right? If you wait, you will save them from a Doom that would have otherwise killed them, and they will still get the healing benefits if you heal them later on. So it's good that he doesn't panic ulti there. You kind of just, against Doom, you want to just wait, chill. Now he can heal up his Leshrac, by the way. It's just W. Once you have 1 point in W, you can double E, as long as you do it immediately, right? As long as you're quick about it, and it's so much healing. Like, it's so much healing. It's why I actually don't think Doom is that bad against Oracle, because it actually does make it a little bit awkward in a lot of cases. Like, people can just die through the ulti. Okay, so they're gonna come bottom here. Oh, did they find a kill? Is this a bait, or did the Monkey King mess up? Oh, no. Yeah, so this ward paying off, and there you go. I mean, it's really nice from him, the fact that they just kind of have this vision. Monkey King may be making a bit of a mistake trying to turn. He probably thought that the Leshrac, oh, he's probably gonna have to Oracle ulti. Yeah, I mean, he actually didn't, but man, that Monkey King, the dodge part of the Monkey King's Wukong is so obnoxious. It's really annoying to play against. But okay, nice kill. Enabling the Leshrac to go up the lane and find a kill. Really, the warding is truly the big thing there. He's gonna heal up his Pudge, should heal him. He doesn't need to heal him twice, actually. It's so much healing. Okay, definitely looking for GPM. What did he get? Yeah, okay, got the GPM. Took Searing Signet. I mean, I'm not a fan of this item. It's just not that. There's a lot of better items, even tier 2, just to cover them quickly. You know, at tier 2, your best option on Oracle is definitely Tumbler's Toy, Mana Drought, Essence Ring, and honestly, I'm going to keep it a stat, guys. Poor Man's Shield is not that bad. It's not great, but like, if it's your only... If like you don't want to take Essence Ring, which is actually understandable in some games, because like, frankly, if you don't get Greedy, your mana pool can be pretty bad. But I love getting Greedy, which gives you mana, and then also getting Essence Ring to kind of make up for the fact that Essence Ring is this full grief mana item. So love that combo. Super love that combo. Okay, still playing in this bot lane. Looks like they're going to gate. And it's really good to play the gates on heroes like Oracle, because otherwise you're super immobile. It's hard to get around the map. Make plays. Is okay, they're going to go on. Oh, nice Doom. Very quick reaction from the Doom, and yeah, they'll probably get them both. It's going to be hard to react to this, yeah. They take him down, and so nice move. Really nice move from Team Tidebound. This team is very good on the map. They kind of just come out of nowhere. I've played some games against them at this point. I mean, they're conceptually incredible. Very, very good team. Okay, queuing up a Blink Dagger, which is pretty standard. You absolutely need to stay out of vision. Otherwise, the Monkey King is going to go for you. The Doom's going to go for you. Willow can't kill you alone. You're actually a very favorable matchup. This tends to be a very positive matchup for Oracle, just because you can very easily save whoever Willow goes on with a casual W. And they buffed the W. It's now much higher cast range at level 1, which is a huge buff to the hero in a recent patch. But okay, they're kind of setting up for Roche, and Oracle's very good in Roche in Roche situations, because typically your team will get chipped down a bit by Roche, but with Oracle, you can keep your team up. You should probably heal his Luna here. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, right? Now your Luna isn't going to be at a very awkward half health if the enemy was to show up. And yeah, they sneak a Roche. It's a very nice Roche. They get it on the Lesh. Oh, actually getting chased out as he's trying to probably get another cat. Same ward. Wow, just... Okay, not same, but similar. And he's dead. That was a little greedy. He probably should have just TP'd out afterwards. Definitely a little bit greedy. Going for the creep wave there. Also, in terms of skill build, he maxed the E, then he maxed the W. Some people actually will max Q, and I think situationally it is really good. This ability is quite easy to use. It's 850 cast range. It's quite high. It scales very well. It doesn't go up in mana cost. Goes super down in cooldown. 6 seconds. It's unbelievable, right? This ability is really good at max. So I do like maxing either of them. I think, like, for instance, the Q, if there's a lot to dispel, it's really nice, especially offensively. If you're against something like a Crimson Guard that you need to get rid of, it's really good to just have kind of a lot of these. Okay, so they're going to go for a significant smoke here. Looking across the map, they're baiting the Luna. The Luna's actually going to TP mid. Will she use Mantis to push a wave? Yeah, okay. So she's going to clear it quickly and safely. The Leshrac, I assume, has Blink at this point, yeah. And no, they're actually okay. They're actually just going to full push the waves. They almost find the Monkey King. But all right, another side lane ward. So something to note about Ducalis is he places a lot of lane wards. Maybe this is just something that this team as a whole likes to do, as, okay, fight breaks out. He's got a really good position. Could absolutely save his Pudge if he wishes to. Seems hesitant to do it, as he actually gets clipped by the Donald, which is kind of worst case scenario. Wow, his Pudge is still alive. What is that hero? As he's going to have to ulti his Lesh here. Leads in with the W. Now you gotta kind of panic ulti your Lesh. Okay, being pretty chill under a bad situation here. As he's healing him, but you gotta be careful. Whoa, wow, why did that... Does the healing, like, go through the Doom a bit? Or did it really just end? It must... Okay, the healing must, like, just count regardless. Yeah, it must count regardless of the Doom. There's no way it healed that much. Maybe someone in the comments can confirm or test that in demo. Because why would you nuke them during the... You have to be careful about nuking them during the Doom. I'd imagine you could kill your teammate, but... It seemed like the healing just, like, doesn't care because it's during False Promise. It, like, separates the values or something. I don't know. That was weird. Okay. Queuing up the Shard next. That is surprising. So, it's not that surprising. It's 15% heal amp and 300 damage and healing in a big radius. It is a very good Shard. It got nerfed recently, but it's still very good. It's just more surprising because I would imagine that you would want something like a 4-staff this game. It's very good against Doom. Or just an Aether Lens to keep position. Kind of just one of the positioning items. Oh, what an angle from the Leshrac. As he actually follows up and joining in on the burst. It's pretty interesting. And they're going to chase Doom. Dawn has to come in with the save. And again, the Oracle ulti. Oh, he's going to have to... I was going to say, you have to ulti early here. I think the Lesh is probably going to tick out. Why does Oracle ulti just seem to... I actually didn't know it worked like this. It's just ignoring the Doom. That's crazy. Okay. Paravision baiting up a Roche fight here. Right, the Luna was in the pit a moment ago, trying to bait out a scan. Now it looks like they're going to just jump on... Looks like they're jumping on the mid-wave. No. Okay. I mean, they have a really nice backside. Well, they find the Warlock, which is such a good target. They don't find him with the stun. The big issue with Paravision Draft is they don't have a blink stun, unless Pudge does. Okay, I mean, he could be in the front of the smoke, which would probably be pretty convenient. In a very bad position in the tree line here. Pudge is going to dismember up the Doom. They're trying to poke him. He's going to show himself to try to heal the Pudge, which is the problem. Yeah, the Monkey King immediately jumping. Gonna go on him. You probably have to ulti yourself immediately here. No. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the problem. I honestly thought maybe he would ulti himself there, which probably would have been worth it. I mean, unless you plan on buying back. Which it looks like he's not going to. Yeah, it seems like he's fine. Wow, Celeste is doing so much damage through the BKB. The Lesh is just killing this guy. Oh my god. Okay, so he actually went back for the Ghost Scepter, which makes sense. I was thinking something like Force, Ghost, Aether. Just any one of the defensive items that allows you to play far away or not insta-die to a Monkey King. Because Doom is a bit of a threat, but Blink is kind of the answer to that. Monkey Kings can, still find you, however, so you have to be careful. Okay, they're sieging up bottom. This is probably the biggest upside of Oracle, guys, and if you decide to play this hero in your pubs, this is the best thing to abuse. The fact that when you siege, you can kind of keep your carry alive is unbelievable. The majority of long-range poke, safe high-ground poke in Dota is magical. And so most of the time this Luna would already be half HP, but with Oracle, no problem, right? You can siege, take a full interact, and if you have an advantage, the game will probably close out, right? And I really mean that. This to me is the biggest advantage of Oracle, outside of knowing where the rune is. If you use that effectively, it's probably a bit stronger. As the Doom, instantly dooming, but a Surge comes out, some barriers as well. And the Oracle ulti could be there. He actually might have to use it on Luna. She's probably fine, BKB'd up, but she's in the middle of a Wukong's, which is not the position you usually want to be in. He'll probably do it. You typically want to save the Aegis. I'm saying that, but no, he's actually not doing it. Okay. Gonna use it on the Leshrac. Wow, kind of a quick usage on the Leshrac there. Maybe even a bit unnecessary. Right, I mean, it seemed like he was almost afraid he was gonna get bursted by the Boundless Strike or something like that, but... yeah, good discipline. I mean, all right, that's just GG. Wow, it's crazy how fast this game ends. I mean, to be fair, I would say Paravision's draft absolutely team fights better. In the late game, it can often be very difficult for Monkey King to execute, especially when Monkey King doesn't have a single other stun to set up for Wukong's. I mean, Dawnbreaker in the late game tends to be a little bit difficult to execute as well, where something like Darkseer has a lot more impact in the late game than something like Dawnbreaker on average. The Doom, I mean, it's a strong hero, but it's just countered, right? It's countered by Darkseer, and it's also countered by, by Surge, and it's very hard countered clearly by the Oracle this game. So the Oracle really paying dividends, and I want you guys to understand that what he did this game was really just be in the right place at the right time most of the time. He got some really nice D wards, probably big thing, really nice lane wards this game, did a great job of just getting down a ward bottom, a ward mid, a ward top, just to see those waves. That's something I'm going to have to incorporate into my gameplay a lot more. I'm dead serious about that. Something I need to work on. Yeah, just being in team fights, disciplined, not rushing the ulti, not panicking, right? Very, very disciplined. In the laning stage, blocking the large, getting the small open, right? Just doing the little things. I call them little things, but doing the right things right. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace!
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website, where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out.